and welcome. I do not have an intro, but I finally have a bear species in one of the series. This is the first time we are building for any bear in any series. It's not the first time I've ever built for them. I've built for them like in my own private projects before starting this channel, but on this channel, we have never built for a bear. I mean, there's still species or like, I don't know, I guess animal groups that we've not built for at all. I know that we are still lacking in the monkey department, but we're getting there. I'm sure that sooner or later the monkeys will start rolling into our zoos, but for now it is the bear's turn. There's going to be a lot of bear videos in the next few weeks because we are continuing our bear trail. I've started it in the video before that. If you have never seen a video on this series, this is a series where we are building only using pieces and animals from the base game, and the goal is to build for all the base game animals. Just, you know, showing some love to the base game. So that is what we're doing. And in the last episode of this, we started a big. Well, we didn't start it. We built a big like backstage area with a keeper hut and everything, and also it has stables for all 3 different types of bears in the base game. Obviously it's 3 and not 4 because the panda is not a bear. So we are building for the 3 real bears that we have here, and we are starting off with the Himalayan brown bear, which is so cute. I don't know, I don't think I've ever built for, or did I? I'm not sure. But they have a fur variation that is like super red fur, like really bright red, almost like the red panda. Looks so pretty. And I really like that fur variation there. And I don't know, I try to always, when I'm building in Sandbox, I say that as if I ever play franchise, but I try to get all the different color variations that there are to an animal. And lately I've also started trying to always get a good rating in the size, because I realized like they are actually bigger, and you can actually see them better. Like, I don't know, for some reason I always thought this was just like a stat. I never paid attention to the fact that they are actually bigger. So that's a thing. And yeah, so that's the 2 things that I'm looking for when buying animals in the Sandbox. I think the other 2 things don't really matter for Sandbox settings anyway. Like, I don't know, like how long they live and everything. I turn all of that off, so I don't have to worry about it. Like animals dying before I'm done with the project or anything. So that's a good thing about like Sandbox, that you can just like, you know, turn everything off and just, you know, get into building, because that's the thing I love most about this. Obviously the animals are cool and all, but yeah, building is just my thing. So yeah, I am so lucky. Oh no, what? I thought we were starting out with the climbing structure, because I'm very happy with the climbing structure, and I've already made a thumbnail, so I know it is in a thumbnail. But the climbing structure was so much fun to build, and it turned out really nicely. I kind of tried to think like a lot of bear enclosures, like more modern bear enclosures, they have really high climbing structures for that consist of like logs and everything, and they can climb up. And I realized that the bears in Planet Zoo can actually climb up these the climbable logs. Very interesting. I have not seen that before, but they can do it. Looks really cool. Maybe we catch it in a real-time part. I hope we will. But I'm not sure. But yeah, okay, so this is where we're starting out. Don't worry, it doesn't look that stupid in the end. I know right now it kind of looked like a scarecrow, but yeah, no, we're changing that around, as you can see. And to the side there, also an interesting thing, I realized that I am really shy about actually having the fence visible, and I try to get better with this, and I think with this enclosure, I did very well with that. I think you can see a realistic amount of fencing. Because I had a time where I looked at enclosures, and whenever you could see the fence, I was like, oh, this looks like Zoo Tycoon. This looks like you built in Zoo Tycoon, like you put a fence around it, put the animal in, and that's it. So I always tried to make it seem as though there was no fences. And I still think that is a good thing to do. I think that it makes it more of a natural experience from the visitor's point of view, but it's not the most realistic thing, because obviously like having like a moat or water or like hidden fences or a stone backdrop, that is more expensive for the zoo than to just have a fence. And so I was like, well, sometimes you just have a fence. And honestly, the thing I've been doing lately is whenever I'm at work, because I work at a zoo, I will be looking at the fences a lot to, get an idea of how a realistic fence looks without looking ugly, if that makes sense. And I really like how it turned out with this, because to one side you can really actually just see the fence and the climbing security thing up top, and I think it looks pretty cool, and pretty realistic. And I'm not mad that you have to look through a fence to sometimes see the bears. I think it looks realistic, and yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to incorporate that more now, because I now see, like, right now you could have seen it, but I totally see how that makes it more not interesting, but more realistic, because you are at a zoo and you're going to see fences sometimes, and even though you have this like cool viewing point there in front of it, like that doesn't mean that around it there can't be fences. So yeah, that's on the fences. But yeah, we're changing around the path a bit. I also really like the area that is kind of behind that, behind the enclosure, because that is already part of the bear trail. So the bear trail, I don't know if I said it in the video before, but it will be sort of like a round walk that makes you see all types of bears that there are in the zoo. So you basically walk in a circle and get to see all three types of animals. And that's the bear trail, and we will obviously make like a cool sign for it and whatnot, and like a gate, and I think that'll be part of the last video. I'm aiming for 5 videos in this series. However, I'm not entirely sure if it won't get a 6th video as well. It depends on, how much there is to do in the, the guest area still. But for now, I'm aiming for 5. So, this is the second. So we will have 2 more bear videos, and then the 5th video would be finishing up the guest area and finishing up the staff area. But if I notice that the staff area takes too long, or the guest area takes too long, then I'll separate it into 2. So prepare for like 3 or 4 more videos on the bear trail part. And right now we're building the interior. I really like how it turned out. I gotta praise myself here a bit. I really like it. I used a piece that I've never used for anything, and I'm pretty sure it's like the rain thing you put on the side of roofs, I guess, something. But it really worked, and I wanted something that wasn't too thin or too thick, but that you could recolor, that didn't look too metally. And basically, I'm getting to the point where sometimes it is hard to just use the base game pieces, because you're so used to the other pieces, that for me, when I was thinking about how I wanted to do this, I immediately thought of the European pack pieces, like these metal poles from the Europe pack, and then I realized you can't use those. So yeah, I didn't use those, but I found those pieces and I think they look cool. I think it even makes it more realistic because they have this little attachment thing on the side of it. I don't know what that would be called, but it looks like it holds the I think you call it like, oh god, the thing you put around like chicken and rabbit cages stuff type thing. Let me Google that. Hold on. Alright, so Google says it's chicken wire. Feels wrong, but okay, we're gonna go with it. So the chicken wire, it looks like it is held in place by these things, and I really like that. Obviously it's probably stronger than what you would need to hold in a chicken. That's why it feels weird to be calling this chicken wire, but well, you see now what I mean, right? And yeah, that was that. I decided not to paint the chicken wire because I don't know, I felt like that was unnecessary. I feel like the bigger support beam things, they are probably painted in some cool color, but the color doesn't serve any function, so why would you also put it on the chicken wire? It feels wrong. Tell me it's not actually called chicken wire. That is so stupid. Also, this entire indoor section, by the way, isn't usable. The bears can't enter it. I was playing around back and forth trying to open it up so that the bears could actually enter it, but I essentially would have had to delete the entire doorway. And I was like, well, this is sandbox, and they technically do have an indoor area, so it's not unrealistic. It's just that the game doesn't recognize it, and I feel like the bears should definitely be able to walk through there. I guess it's just one of those little like things that some of the base game animals unfortunately have, is that they have a huge traversable area, so a huge range that they need to get through doorways and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. You can't really do anything about it. I hope that they fix it one day, but if not, I think that once the production or the development of the game is coming to an end, I'm pretty sure that modders will probably take care of it. I don't know if you can do that for modding, but I guess you can technically do probably almost everything through modding. So I don't know. We will see, but I don't know. I guess I'm not looking forward to the development of Planet Zoo being finished, because it is my favorite game and I want more of it. I'm still hoping that there will be another year of updates. I think that they could still make a lot of money off of all of us, so I think they would not stop, but you never know. So I'm really I'm kind of nervous, to be honest, that they will stop, because I do think if they were to put out an aquarium pack, that would get a whole new demographic of players in, because there's a lot of people who are very interested in fishies, let me tell that. But I think that the community really wants birds, but if you think in terms of making money off the game, I think fish are the way to go. Put out fish in December, there will be more people playing the game and being attracted to it because of fish. And there's a lot of people on YouTube who just upload videos about fish. So why not have them, advertise it to their viewers, and maybe some viewers will actually buy this game just to build an aquarium. But obviously that would have to be an extensive aquarium game then. Which I'm all there for. I also always think that for aquariums in general, and specifically, but also for aviaries, I would be willing to pay more. I would think that a well-done aquarium edition would maybe justify being almost the same price, if not the same price as the base game, because it would be so much new stuff if you did it really well. Not the way that that the packs are now, where it's maybe what is it, 5 to 8 species. Oh my god. But have a variety of species, have a variety of new mechanics. I think that would totally justify being a higher priced game, because it is almost like another game. I think that some people also, before have like suggested that you could have like an aquarium game that is its own game. Like you could play it on its own, but you could also like conjoin it with Planet Zoo, which I think it would be great because that would also, it wouldn't just justify a bigger price. It would also bring in new people to Planet Zoo. If you're like a really big aquarium fan, you're like, I don't care about zoos. Well, maybe you fall in love with the with the aquarium part and, get to play Planet Zoo. I think that would be great. Why am I not on a marketing team? I don't know. Maybe because I can't speak and say marketing instead of marketing. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. That was like, oh my god, if any one of you watches Drag Race, remember, I don't know, I'm not a scientist. I love Katja. Anyway, all the things I've said have nothing to do with bears, but with the future of Planet Zoo, which I think we're all very interested in, and it's itching closer to the end of the year, and we all know that there'll be a sought after DLC coming for Christmas, because they always do that. Christmas is the biggest time for most things to be sold, so they're gonna put out something good for Christmas. So I have my hopes up that now in the fall we will have a regular old DLC, and then for Christmas I'm really hoping it'll be aquarium and the announcement that they go on for another year with new updates and DLCs for another year, or that they finish off with birds, because either way would be smart. With aquarium you would find new people, like I said, and get more people excited and hopefully buying DLCs for another year. Or if you're finishing, you finish off with something that the core fans of the game will be so excited for and will definitely buy. And I don't know. I guess that's my guess. If you're interested in having a conversation about the future of Planet Zoo, obviously we can talk about it, but I will also suggest you do go to the forum. There is a forum that is like an official forum by Frontier, where people basically all day talk about the future of different Frontier games, including Planet Zoo. And I don't know, just today there was like a huge discussion about the next DLC. So yeah, if you have any opinions on that and you want to share it with more people than just a few people watching this, then go to the forums. It's a fun time, and for the most part people are pretty like positive about everything there. So if you've ever heard a Sims discussion, Sims people are very passionate, and so sometimes it's not the nicest discussion, but I've never seen anything unnice on the forums. So yeah, whatever. Like the Planet Zoo forums, of course, and I don't know. It's a fun time, and you'll get so many ideas, and also you will often feel like, right, we do need a coastal pack. But yeah, no, my big hopes obviously are birds. I think aquariums would be smart, but I don't personally need them too much for my gameplay. And I'm really hoping for farm animals. I think they're underrated. I think that I want bunnies and chickens in my zoo because they're part of every zoo. They're the part that a lot of people just walk past, but I don't know. I think they're cute and cool, and I would like to stop there. Oh my god, I'm hoping for geese. I know we're not getting them, but let me hope. I love geese. I really would love to have geese. I don't care what type of geese, just geese, okay? Yeah. I don't know. We really got off track here. We're building the interior still, and with this backstage area, God, you could make it so much better with the conservation pack, but we're only using base game pieces, so I'm thinking maybe in the end, once we're finished with the only base game zoo, we'll go back and make a base game plus conservation pack edition, where I go back to the to all the backstage areas and add the pieces of the conservation pack, because I think they're a little bit essential, but I'm not the biggest fan of the animals. I don't particularly care about a lot of them. I do like the Przewalski horse. The other animals, I don't know, not really my cup of tea. However, I do love the addition of wolves howling, because I love wolfies. So a bit, but I mean that's not that was just a free update. But whatever. So we're almost done. I'm so happy with this. I don't know. We're not actually almost done, but I'm so happy with this fence. I think it's so, like, it turned out really well. It is kind of modeled after the fence that comes with the path, and I wanted it to kind of blend in nicely. That's why it is done that way, and just copying off that path, the path fence, just worked here very well. Obviously, it is more detailed, and I twisted some things, but yeah, I don't know. I wanted it to go into this path sort of effortlessly. Like, if you don't pay attention to it, you wouldn't notice that it is a different thing, I guess. And then, because, oh my god, I didn't want it to make a custom fence on this little like front outlook thing that the guests can stand on, because it's very round and I didn't feel like dealing with that, so I didn't. And I don't know, but I guess it turned out well enough. And I don't know, I had more plans with this like visitor outlook kind of thing, but in the end I felt like you don't have to deck out everything and anything you can. It's okay to have something that is just there. Because I was like, okay, I can make a roof on it. I'll like put an educational area there. But in the end, I'm like, just let the people watch the bears and leave. So yeah, I don't know. I didn't do much there, and I think that's fine. I think I also have to learn that not every angle has to be filled with stuff. But yeah, I don't know. In general, I gotta say, I'm so excited to show it to you. I mean, we're going to the real-time part in, like, basically now. Alright. Here we are with a good look at something cool happening. Look at this. The bear is climbing up there and is kicking the thing off. Good job. See, it can climb these. I mean, it's a bit wonky, but it can. Okay, but we are looking at our very first bear enclosure here. This is the staff area we built in the last episode. The roof is part of the last episode, okay? Like the last episode of the series, not the latest. Whatever. And then obviously this and this will be the other two bear enclosures that we're gonna have. But yeah, now, oh my god. Okay. Oh my god, it kicked the tire off its enclosure. Whatever. Okay, now, enough talking, enough being amazed by, I mean, not enough talking and amazed by the bears, because that's what we're going to continue to do, but from down here, I mean, I think this looks like a very realistic fence. Okay, it's slamming it again. I mean, they have a wonky time trying to use this stuff. I don't know why they're not using this beam to get up there, because there is an enrichment item up there. But okay. This is still very crowded because they're the newest animal. Let's find a good spot. I love this. I think it looks really sweet. Really like natural, but you can totally tell what it is there for. And they seemingly love this. Oh, is it using it? Oh, no. Okay. Sorry. Oh, Sleepy. Oh, that's so cute. Actually, I stole this idea with the sleeping stuff on a rock from the aardvark enclosure that is right next to it, but that is so cute. Look at its paws. It looks like it has its paws dangling down from the stone. This is so nice. I love that. So cute. Okay. Oh, we have hair in our faces? Okay, let's continue. The bear continued, now we're continuing. Oh, we definitely need trash cans. This is what I was talking about. I think this looks very realistic. Despite not being super beautiful, I think you don't look at it and think, oh, ugly fence. I think you look at it and be like, oh yeah, they need a fence, but there's like green stuff in front of it. And now, around this corner, there's still like beer and ugliness, but that is part of the last episode where we will take more care of the visitors than we are now. But up from here, I think it's worth showing again. Same, technical thing as down there. We have this fence, but, it is like sectioned off a bit. This is, by the way, just the fence that comes with the path, and also the curb that comes with the path. I don't know, I felt like it worked. I'm not sure about these things. I feel like I want to use these like paw prints to show the way through the bear trail. But I don't know if I like how they look, so we will see. Then this cute little corner I'm so happy with. I haven't planned it that way, but it almost looks like you get a chance to go off the path and look into this enclosure here. Have them watch using this enrichment item, and is it climbing? It's climbing. Oh yes, it's climbing. Okay. And then we have it. Oh, we walked through a tree. We have a tree here that, honestly, this was just like, because the path thing didn't work well. Like it left this weird little piece of fence, and I was like, okay, how do I use this? And I just put a tree in there, and I think it looks nice. And so obviously from here we will continue with those guys whose names I don't know right now, but they will have also an enclosure here. And then let's walk through a wall and get on the inside. Here they have a little bit of a water system. I don't think it was in the video because it's not that exciting actually. And then this is the indoor section. We have this, and then we cross through here like we're a bear, and into the other thing. But yeah, oh well, great. Okay. So yeah, this is the first indoor section. Obviously, we still have much more to do over here and down there and everything. But this is the first bear in. Let's get a nicer view than just the ugly indoor. Okay. Like right here, back to the climbing post. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you did. Let me know if you're excited for the other bears, and if, even if you say, like, oh, please don't give me, 3 more episodes of just bears, do something in between, I'm totally willing to do that. Obviously, there's other videos of other projects that are not just bears, but if you are really, keen on an update on the base game zoo that is not to do with bears, let me know. I can do that. So, yeah, I hope you have a great day. I hope to see you around another time. Bye!